Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Donnelly with Barrier Free Contractors. This is the Accessible Barrier Free Homes channel, and I combine it with the Accessing My Home podcast, so I get two things of value at the price of one. We're speaking and collaborating with some of the best experts in the mobility world, advocating and promoting fantastic accessibility solutions for those with mobility challenges. And today, we're speaking with Kevin Berry, an ADA expert and owner of ADA Consulting of Southwest Florida. Kevin, as always, thanks for doing this with us.
No problem, Mike.
Good deal. And today, Kevin, why don't we talk about doors, both commercial and residential? Give us your input on opening sizes and how you measure and things of that nature.
Okay, in commercial openings, the minimum size is 32 inches clear opening. So that would be from the door jamb on the latch side to the face of the door. And sometimes you have to include the door handle in it if the door handle is at the door, but that's a very rare instance. So you measure from the door jamb to the face of the door, and it's got to be a minimum of 32 inches. The prime is 48 inches opening, which it works a lot better because a lot of wheelchairs, especially wheelchairs that people use that are electric, are bigger than the 32-inch opening. As far as houses go, it's still, you try to keep the 32 inches as a minimum for door openings. And if you're building a new house, you tell the contractor, just make the door openings all 48 inches, and that doesn't give you the clear opening, but it definitely is well over the 32 inches.
Some of the homes that we built, and we call them barrier free, we created every one of those doors to be 36 opening. Now with the door itself, it turns out to be about 34 and a half. But from what we've noticed, and hopefully you agree with us, that's enough for a wheelchair to get through.
Right. Like I said, the federal code is 32 inches clear opening. So as long as you're above 32, you're good to go.
It's worked out well because not only people in wheelchairs, but to move furniture in to a room, it makes a heck of a difference, So, you've noticed the other day when we were taking measurements, Kevin, we were doing some things wrong. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, I think that the biggest thing is the clear opening, and people get mistaken on that it's the opening, and they measure from door jamb to door jamb, and yeah, it's 32 inches. But then you have the face of the door. Well, when you're operating a wheelchair, that face of the door now protrudes into the clear opening space. So the technical term is the clear opening, what is actually there. So if you do, and it's very, very rare, have a door handle where the door doesn't open completely and the door handle is impeding on that 32 inches, well, that's a problem when you're going through with a wheelchair because you'll get caught in the door handle.
And what's your experience? I think most builders in the past, and I think things are changing now, put on tulip handles or round handles instead of lever handles. Give us an explanation of what's up with that.
Yeah, round handles are just about gone for everything, including cabinets, kitchen cabinets, door handles, and everything. They're going to the lever action because the code says in the 300 range that you have to be able to operate the door handle or any type of handle with an open fist. And so some people have a disability with their hands, they can't function to grab a round door handle. And quite frankly, it's not that much expense more to put those lever handles in a new construction. And passive construction, it makes it a lot easier. Everything I own has lever handles in it, so that if it comes to a point in time where I can't grasp the round knob, I can push up and down on the lever handle. So lever handles are the required apparatus.
Okay. Not much more to say, but if you got any closing statements regarding doors, throw them at me.
Yeah, doors, there's a code that says the door opening force to open a door is 5 foot-pounds for interior doors, 8.5 foot-pounds for exterior doors. And that's measured quite easily with a fish scale. And especially if you live in Florida, everybody has fish scales, but you can go buy one fairly cheap. And you're allowed to have an opening force that requires more than 8.5 foot-pounds on outside door. That would be the suction force, between the pressure inside the building and the pressure outside the building. But once you break that force, that door then should be able to be open and closed by 8.5 foot-pounds. And it's quite easily adjusted by self-closing mechanisms up top. Any contractor can tell you how to adjust them. It's surprising. Most users don't know there's an adjustment up there that you can adjust. But interior doors should be 5 foot-pounds or less. And self-closing is a little bit different because you have to, there is a closing speed on it. You have to make sure that you do not let the door close really quickly, so that if you're going to open the door and going through, it doesn't hit you in the backside and push you into the next room. So make sure your closing speed is correct. Make sure your opening force is correct, and make sure your door handles are correct and your opening going in and out of the room are correct. And that's about the biggest thing on doors.
Beautiful. All right. So for those of you who thought that this was a great value, and I know doors are a big issue for many, many people, especially those in wheelchairs. And please subscribe to our channel. Kevin is an expert at what he does, and we appreciate it, Kevin. Thanks for doing this with us.
You're quite welcome, Mike.